Hi, I'm Agent Mead, and today I'll show you how to set up and configure an Oculus Quest 2. Here's what you'll need: the Oculus Quest 2 and all the included accessories, a wireless router, preferably one with a 5 GHz signal, a high-speed internet connection, a Facebook account, and a smartphone with the Oculus app already downloaded. All right, let's get started. Unbox the headset, controllers, and the included power brick and USB-C charging cable. The battery should be partially charged, but take some time to fully charge it before going any further. Plug the charger into an outlet and plug the other end into the charging port on the headset. You'll know that it's fully charged when you see a green light. While that's charging, we'll start setting up everything else. At this time, it's a good idea to make sure your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and location settings are all enabled on your smartphone. You can see my Wi-Fi and Bluetooth symbols here, so those are good. And here's where I check the location settings. So far, so good. Now open the Oculus app. The app will walk you through the basics, like signing in to Oculus through Facebook, setting up your VR profile, adjusting preferences and privacy settings, creating an Oculus Store PIN, and adding payment information. When you're done, and after it's fully charged, select Quest 2, and the app will find and pair your new headset. If Quest 2 isn't coming up, check that Bluetooth setting again to make sure it's on. If you still can't see it, uninstall and reinstall the app. That usually does the trick. On the next screen, tap Pair. When it's done, you'll see this note. It's now time to put your headset on and finish the process. If you're putting on this type of headset for the first time, let me walk you through a few tips. First, gently adjust the lenses by shifting them left, then right until they click into a position where you can see best. If you have trouble finding good lens placement, Oculus has some great tips on their website. To adjust the side straps, take the headset off and move the two sliders on either side of the top strap. To loosen them, move the sliders towards the top strap. To tighten the side straps, move the sliders down away from the top strap. After you've moved the sliders, you'll need to re-center the top strap, like this. If you wear glasses, make sure to insert the glasses spacer and put the headset on from front to back. When you've customized the fit, try it on again. If it's still not quite right, remove it again to make adjustments to the side straps. The top strap, however, can be adjusted while the headset is on. Just pull apart the Velcro and reattach it so that the Quest 2 rests lightly on your face and the picture is clear. You can now fine-tune your Quest 2 by gently moving the firm arms on either side up and down to adjust the angle of the headset against your face. When you're satisfied with the fit and the display, remove the headset and slide the plastic battery saver insert out of the hand controllers. The controllers are labeled with an L and an R for your left and right hand. Attach the appropriate controllers to each wrist using the adjustable straps, and make sure the fit is snug but still comfortable. Here's another tip. The wrist straps are a very important safety feature. During intense games, you could accidentally let go of a controller and it could get damaged, break something, or possibly hit someone else. So make sure you always use the wrist straps. Now you can put your headset back on and follow the instructions on the built-in VR screen to complete the setup process. First, you'll select your default language and view additional instructions on how to adjust your lenses. Next, you'll connect to your Wi-Fi network. It's best to use a 5 GHz Wi-Fi signal if possible. This is faster than traditional 2.4 GHz signals and typically has less interference. To see if your wireless router has this option, check out the manufacturer's website. It's common for routers to offer both a 5 GHz and a 2.4 GHz signal. All right, moving on. You'll see a short intro video with some helpful tips. Then review this info, and if you agree, tap Accept to continue with the setup. The system will now install any updates, and you'll see your headset restart to finalize the configuration. This could take a while depending on the number of updates and your internet speed. When it's done, you'll continue with the setup, starting with the creation of a guardian boundary, which will help you stay within your play area and avoid bumping into things. This part is also pretty easy, and your headset will walk you through it. But you'll start by confirming your floor level. If it's set correctly, hit confirm. If the grid is not at floor level, hit reset and then move the grid down by lowering your hand toward the floor until you touch it. Once the floor level is correct, hit confirm. Now you'll be asked to point the controller at the floor and press and hold the trigger on the back of the controller. Keeping the trigger pressed, move the controller to draw a virtual line around your safe play area. At least 6.5 square feet is recommended. If the area meets the recommended sizing, you can hit confirm, or you can choose redraw to redo this step if necessary. Then confirm the Guardian boundary. Double check that this boundary is clear of any obstructions, including anything you could hit with your arms up. If you get too close to the edge of your play area, your Quest 2 will let you know. If you're going to be sitting down while using the headset, you can also adjust the boundary to be stationary. Now this one is important. You can always reset your view in relation to where you're positioned by pressing and holding the Oculus button on your right controller. Trust me, this will come in handy. And that completes the setup process. You'll be taken to your home VR environment in the display where you have a few options. Under Explore, you can find new apps and services. More from your apps includes content and updates from apps you already have downloaded. Entertainment lists popular VR entertainment you could browse. Friends activity allows you to stay up to date with what your linked friends are doing in VR. Saved is where you can store any media, apps, or other items. In Preferences, you can set your favorite apps, customize your display, and more. And towards the bottom, you'll see some basics like date, time, Wi-Fi connection, and battery information. If you'd like to share information about yourself with other linked users, you can add that in your VR profile. Apps includes ones you've downloaded, a link to the store to download more, and other content. People lets you connect with others on Oculus, so you can do things like multiplayer games and have group chats. Under Notifications, you can see newly downloaded and updated apps, as well as system or social updates. Sharing is where you can record videos, take photos, or go live on social media. You can even cast your content to another screen. And finally, there's Settings, where you can adjust the volume, brightness, change your Wi-Fi network, enable nighttime mode, turn on Do Not Disturb, uninstall apps, and more. Okay, enough with that stuff. On to something more fun. From your home screen, click the search icon and type in Supernatural. If it pops up while you're typing, great. Once you see the Supernatural app appear, click on it. You'll see a demonstration of the app. Choose View Details to see more information, including some reviews and descriptions. The app is free, so go ahead and click Install. You'll see a progress bar as it downloads. You can do other things while the app is installing, but it might pause the process, so I wouldn't recommend it. Once the app is ready, click Open. If this is your first time using Supernatural, you might be asked to create a new account. The app will also encourage you to download the app to your smartphone. That part isn't necessary, but it makes the setup a little easier and allows for additional features and data tracking. Once you're signed in, you'll see some options, including music genre, coaches, duration of workout, type of workout, get started, and my list. For this demo, I'll go to Coaches, Rainier Pollard, then I'm going to zip right to screen 7 and click Quick Hits, Game Time, and then Start. The coach will now appear on the screen and walk you through a quick warm-up and practice exercise to get you ready for the workout. And then it's game on. After the workout, you'll see your stats. Oh man, I need to work out more. Now, this workout is free, but this app does have some content that's available for purchase. Now that you know how to install apps and use your Quest 2, you're all set up, and you're ready to get a new level in fitness or in gaming. Hopefully this video was helpful. If it was, give it a like. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And be sure to subscribe to our channel for more tech tips from Best Buy. Thanks for watching.